Welcome everyone, ready to dive into the world of sushi.
Sounds delicious to me. Let's do it.
Today we'll be exploring, really everything. The origins, the history, and then those different styles like nigiri and maki.
And how about the experience of sushi, too?
Yeah, at home, in a restaurant, all that.
That'll be fun. There's so much more to sushi than people realize. I mean, its history goes back centuries, and the artistry, the technique is amazing.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Sushi is global now, but where did it come from?
You know, it's funny, most people think it's Japanese, but really, sushi as we know it comes from ancient China.
Whoa, China.
Yeah.
That's really surprising. I never would have guessed.
Yeah, around 2,000 years ago. And it's not those delicate bites either. The original sushi was all about preserving fish.
Preserving fish. How did that turn into the sushi we love?
It was basically fermenting fish with salt and rice.
So not very appetizing yet.
No, not really. The rice was just there for the fermentation. They actually threw it out.
They ate the fermented fish. Wow, that's really different. So when did rice become the main ingredient?
This preserving method made its way over to Japan probably around the 8th century. And over time, centuries, Japanese chefs started changing it and refining it, making the rice more important.
So that was the start of sushi in Japan. Interesting.
And then during the Edo period, that's the 17th to 19th centuries, Edomae style sushi became the thing in Tokyo.
Edomae style? Is that the style we eat today?
Kind of. They were using the freshest fish from Edo Bay, known for tons of amazing fish.
Makes sense. If you have the best fish, you build a cuisine around it.
Exactly. Edomae was all about fresh fish and then also the rice. They really perfected the preparation, seasoning it with vinegar and sugar to get that perfect tangy flavor.
So that's what makes sushi rice so special. It's not plain rice at all.
No, it's called shuri. It's an essential part of good sushi.
Shuri. I'll have to remember that. So sushi starts in China, evolves in Japan. How did it become global?
Sushi really went global in the 20th century as Japan became more connected to the rest of the world. People tried it, loved it, and then it started changing as it moved around, using local ingredients.
And now we have so many types of rolls and styles.
Yeah, and we'll talk about two of the most iconic styles, nigiri and maki, next.
They're both so delicious, but so different. What makes each one unique?
Well, nigiri, to me at least, is the purest form of sushi. It's really about the chef and the ingredients.
You can taste the craftsmanship in each bite.
Right. It starts with the seafood, the freshest possible. Then the chef takes the shari, that's seasoned rice, molds it, and drapes the fish on top. Getting the perfect balance, the flavor, the texture, even how it looks is so important.
It's like edible art.
Exactly. Each piece of nigiri, it's a tiny masterpiece.
And then there's maki, my personal favorite, those seaweed wrapped rolls. What makes them so special?
Maki, you get that great mix of textures and flavors because of the nori, the seaweed, that snap when you bite into it, the soft rice, and then all those yummy fillings.
Yeah, I love that texture. And there are so many different maki rolls.
So many. You have tamaki, which is hand-rolled, really casual. Then the elegant hosamaki, really thin, usually just one ingredient. And of course, there's fudomaki, packed with different ingredients for a mix of everything.
So many ways to combine rice, seafood, and seaweed. It's incredible how many options there are. Now, the big question, where's the best place to enjoy sushi? At home or at a sushi restaurant?
That's the question, isn't it? We'll talk about both of those options next. They're so different, but both really rewarding. Making sushi at home, it's really special,
It really is. It's like you're bringing that art into your own kitchen.
Yeah, it's all about being creative, trying different things.
No rules, just having fun with it.
Yeah, exactly. You can use whatever you want, make it how you like, and get creative with, how it looks.
It's a real adventure, like being your own chef.
And it's great to do with other people, too.
Oh, definitely. Sushi parties are the best. Everyone gets involved, trying different rolls, making their own creations.
It's just fun, bringing people together, getting creative, and then eating delicious food.
The memories are just as important as the sushi.
But going to a sushi restaurant is different. It has its own special feeling.
Oh, absolutely. Sitting at the sushi bar, watching them work, it's amazing.
It's like a performance, right? Tradition and creativity all mixed together.
Those sushi chefs, they're so skilled.
Years of practice. They just know what they're doing, how to get the balance and the flavor just right.
And the ingredients they use are incredible.
The best stuff, often flown in from all over the world.
It's a chance to try things you just can't get anywhere else.
And talking with the chef, I love that part. It's like having a guide to this amazing food.
I agree. It's not just about the food, it's the whole experience, the culture.
Totally. Ask them about specials, what they recommend, anything. It really adds to the experience.
Makes it more than just a meal, it's like a conversation. A learning experience.
Speaking of learning, what about the health aspect? Is sushi really as healthy as people say?
Good question. It seems healthy, fish and rice.
It can be, but it depends. The ingredients matter. How it's made matters.
What makes it healthy?
Well, fish is lean protein, good for you. And it's got healthy fats, omega-3s, which are good for the heart.
What about the rice?
Carbs for energy. White rice is most common, but a lot of places have brown rice now, which is better for you.
That's good to know. So what else?
Sushi has lots of veggies too. Avocado, cucumber, seaweed, so vitamins, minerals, all that good stuff.
So eating different kinds of sushi is a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. But like all food, moderation is key. Some sushi, it's pretty high in sodium, especially the ones with lots of soy sauce.
So be mindful of what you're ordering.
Let's do some fun sushi facts now, just some interesting things to know.
Those are always fun. It's like insider knowledge.
Have you heard of the one bite rule?
The one bite rule. No, tell me about it.
So traditionally, you eat sushi in one bite. That way you get the full taste and texture all at once. If you bite it and put it down, the rice dries out and the flavor isn't as good.
Makes sense. It's about keeping everything fresh.
And chopsticks are the best way to eat sushi, even nigiri.
I've definitely used a fork for nigiri before. Are chopsticks better?
It's more about, proper etiquette. And they're practical. Chopsticks let you pick up the sushi gently without squishing the rice or messing it up.
So it's not just about how it looks. It's actually the best way to eat it.
And don't forget, sushi changes all over the world. So many variations depending on where you are.
It's true. From poke bowls to fusion rolls, it's everywhere.
It really shows how adaptable and popular sushi is.
This has been a real deep dive. I feel like I have a whole new understanding of sushi now.
And that's the fun part. There's always something new to discover with sushi. New tastes, new techniques.
We've covered so much today.
Yeah, it's been a journey. From ancient China to modern sushi restaurants, we've seen it all.
Nigiri, maki, even that special sushi rice shuri.
All those fun facts too. I bet you can impress your friends now.
Definitely. I'm feeling a lot more knowledgeable about sushi now. It's not just food, it's a whole art form.
And that's why it's so interesting. It's more than just a meal.
It makes you see sushi in a whole new way. Like there's so much history and culture behind it.
And so much more to explore.
Before we finish, any last thoughts?
Well, I hope you're feeling ready for your own sushi adventure now, whether it's making it at home or finding a great restaurant.
There are so many possibilities.
Yeah.
So much to try.
Exactly. So what will you do? Are you going to make your own rolls? Find a new sushi spot?
Whatever you do, remember to enjoy it. Really savor those flavors and think about everything that goes into making that perfect bite of sushi.
I think that's the perfect way to end our deep dive.
Until next time, happy eating.